Yeah, because I remember I actually fought Murgo's Wet Nurse during that stream. I thought this elevator wasn't here for a second because it kind of blended in. I didn't realize at the time that it was a one of the potential final bosses. But now that I know, I might just save it for Hallowland. That one I could technically do early before Hallowland if I wanted to. And it'd be whatever. But beating him kind of, beating her kind of begins the end phase of the game. Where it's like, yeah, now it's the final stretch. So that one might be fitting to do during Hallowland as well. But if I do it on my own time, that's less stuff I have to do at Hallowland. But, you mind, dude? Would I get trouble with Murgo's Wet Nurse, or would I super wreck Murgo's Wet Nurse at this level? I'd like to think that I'd super wreck Murgo's Wet Nurse, but the Phantom phase still scares me a little bit. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's one of the things I forgot to append in my list of complaints when I was talking about my complaints with this game earlier. Here, go this way now, I guess. Down I go. No items or anything down here. So I'm gonna keep on schmoving. Since you're on PlayStation, did you hear that they're apparently an Animal Crossing ripoff on the PlayStation store called Anime Village Online? I couldn't even tell you the last time I've been on the PlayStation store. I haven't played a massive ton of games on this console yet. But no, I did not know that. But yeah. Better to be safe than struggle, maybe. And especially when I'm cramming so many things during Hallowland. I had a feeling something like that might be coming, but I wasn't entirely sure. Yoink. So I am in debate about defeat Murgo's Wet Nurse before Hallowland or during Hallowland. Would it be relatively easy? Maybe. Anime Village Online. Oh, nothing there. Really? There's no way this is just a dead end at the top. Like the one item. There's no shot, man. Stop! I'm trying to explore. Dang you. So mean. Oh, that's nothing. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Eh. People like anime aesthetics. There are some that, are really into it. Oh, what's this? Huh? Ugh. Search body. Come on. How is that such a pixel hunter? I was shooting Xenosaga the other day, but didn't make it. What kind of shenanigans were happening there? A 2-hour dungeon of pain, followed by like half an hour of cutscenes at the end. You know, the usual. We went to the Song of Nephilim because Albedo Jr.'s dark half was there and had kidnapped Momo. He got the information he was looking for from her, and we beat him up, and then he pieced out Girl Scout. And then he activated this big, like, super weapon that's apparently the final dungeon of the game. So, I guess we're going to the final dungeon of the game the next time I stream it. To go, like, destroy this super weapon thing that he activated and wants to destroy Second Milsha with. Yeah, that's how it goes with Xenosaga. Yeah, you know, the usual. And then from what am I missing? There's gotta be a path I didn't see or something down here, right? I'm so confused. Anyway, apparently that's the final dungeon, and then that's the game beaten. Which is, like, that's what I felt as well, like, really, at the end? So I started looking up the development story. And you know how I mentioned before that Xenosaga was initially meant to be 6 games, but they had to bring it down to 3? I looked further into that. It turns out that's not 100% the truth in terms of their plans. It looked like their plans were even more grand in that apparently they had 3 arcs planned, and each of those arcs was going to be across like completely different time periods in the same universe. And there would be like maybe some recurring characters like Cosmos that don't care about time. But they were going to do like 3 arcs, and they were planning on doing like 2 games per arc. So it was going to be like Xenosaga 1 and 2. We're going to be Arc 1, Xenosaga 2, yeah, 3 and 4 were gonna be Arc 2, and then 5 and 6 were gonna be Arc 3. Was apparently like the initial idea. Well, apparently when they made Xenosaga Episode 1, I guess they were in like such a rush, and it's not entirely clear why, if there was only so much data on the PS2 disc when you cram in that many cutscenes, or whether there was actually like a push from Namco to get it out faster, but they did the whole development of the game in like a year and a half, and they said that in terms of like the progress of Arc 1, it was only 20% of it. So, if each game was supposed to be 50% of an arc, and Xenosaga Episode 1 was only 20%, then clearly it would take a lot more than 6 games. And it also begs the question of, why didn't they do more? And apparently there was a lot of trailers for Xenosaga Episode 1 that featured areas and things that just never happened. Like, in some of the early trailers for Xenosaga 1, there's gameplay footage of, like, Shion and the cast on Second Miltia. Like, the place that they've been going to throughout the whole game. But in reality, you never make it to Second Miltia. We end with, like, that big super weapon thingamabob. I guess we'll only get to Second Miltia in Xenosaga 2. But initially, they were going to get to Second Miltia during Xenosaga 1. There was that. Jin Uzuki, Shion's brother, was initially going to make an appearance in Xenosaga 1, but he wasn't in the game, and apparently he appears in Xenosaga Episode 2. So, it sounds like there was a lot of catch-up to do. And it sounds like ultimately when they had to condense down the story, they only finished like the first arc out of the ones that they planned. So Xenosaga Episodes 1 to 3 was just that first arc out of 3 that they had planned. And it sounds like they had factored in like some of the ideas that they wanted to explore in the later arcs in the trilogy of Xenosaga, just since they didn't have the time to make those later arcs anymore. So yeah, if they did end up ultimately doing their like 3 full arc thing, it would have been a lot more than 6 games if they kept on going at the pace of Xenosaga 1, which seemed to capture very little of what they initially planned if it was only 20% of one arc. I have no friggin' idea where the heck. And ultimately, Xenosaga 1 to 3, I guess, is literally just the first arc that they had planned. The Shion arc, as it's called, which is interesting. What the hell? I mean, to be fair, I have a shit ton that I'm planning on with my own game. Better to plan out everything before making the game. That way it flows better. If shit happens, you gotta cram. That's unfortunate. Yeah. And, second Miltia for Xenosaga 2. Makes sense. Yeah. Since Xenosaga 3 must have a third Miltia. Ah, yes. But it does feel really anticlimactic with me playing Xenosaga 1, where it's like, oh, that dungeon is, like, the final boss and ending? Because it sure doesn't feel that way. Because it feels like with Xenosaga 1, ultimately, it feels kind of like a prologue. It doesn't really feel like a story start to finish, per se. And it feels very much like, oh, that's the end already? What? Especially when the entire goal of the game was reach Second Miltia. There's important stuff going on in Second Miltia. And then you never even reach Second Miltia in the game. It's like, what? Really? So yeah. Did I ever go across this one here? So yeah, there have been a decent few hours in Xenosaga Episode 1 at this point, but it seems like it very much pales in comparison to what was planned there. Like, even if you read the back of the game case here, what they wanted and what is still preached on the back of the game case is an epic adventure delivering over 80 hours of gameplay. It doesn't. Like, it's like a 30 to 40 hour game. It's not an 80-hour game. But I think they were shooting for an 80-hour game. Whoa, my god. And I guess they just left that on the box, even though it's really not an 80-hour game. Maybe it is if you grind, like, super legitimately. I don't know. But it really sounds like a lot of stuff was cut. But yeah. So, like, Xenosaga 1 to 3 is, like, one full game of the first third of the full story. So, they wanted to do 3 arcs, and each of them was going to be 2 games. That was going to be the whole 6-game series. Is it was going to be 2 games per arc. The first arc ended up being 3 games instead of 2, so 1 game extra. Plus, they also had to cram in a lot of other things, because it's like, oh, we're not doing the other arcs anymore. Let's see what we can cram into Xenosaga 3, now that we know we're not doing those later arcs anymore. Oh, good, those guys. Is what it's more like. Oh my god! Oh. But yeah. I don't know. We'll see here. Because, yeah, it feels like Xenoblade is pretty much done now. So, if they do Xeno something else next, which I feel like they probably would, they, maybe it will be a thing like that. I don't know. When I was looking into the development story as well, there was some mention about Xenogears. Oh, crap. Where apparently after Xenogears was done, they had a lot of ideas that they hadn't successfully like finished in Xenogears that they wanted to touch on, and Xenosaga was initially thought as like a sequel slash tie-in to Xenogears, but they didn't own the rights, so it didn't quite work out, is what it sounds like. Wait, I was going down the side route first, wasn't I? Was there still more for me to do? Did I finish this side route? Oh my god, what is even what? That's why things were probably looping together, right? That's why things were looping together. I had it in the back of my mind that this was the way forward. So yeah, it sounds like they had a lot of grand plans that they couldn't quite see through in the way that they wanted. Damn you. This way, I guess. I don't feel like going down the ladder, even if it saves me a little bit of health. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. But yeah, Xenosaga 1 has felt kind of like a bit of a nothing burger in that it establishes a lot of ideas, but it doesn't really do much of anything with them. And I'm sure that it would have actually done things with them if they had been able to see through some of the ideas that they had. But I guess they didn't get the chance, and so I guess episode 1 is just a whole bunch of like laying the groundwork for everything that comes later, but not really doing anything with it itself. Is what I'm interpreting here. Yoink! This is the thing here. Take it! Damn it! Take it! Damn it! I have to come back here now just to pick up the one item. That's the first time that's happened in a while. Usually I'm able to grab the thing immediately after opening the thing. But they must have gotten me like frame 1 or something after smacking me. I won't have time. There's no shot with me working full time and things like Ghost of Yote coming out. I mean, needing to do a bunch of that. Pokemon Legends DA coming out next week. I simply will not have the time. But yeah. So it would have to be a break by necessity anyway. Too many other things to get to. And if I end up making a Pokemon Legends ZA video essay after all, like I'm debating about, I might have even less time for streaming. Because video editing would be consuming my life there. But yeah. Yep, there's that. Here, I should have done that earlier. Is what I should have done. Here, just go snag the item really quickly, I guess. Go grab that. But yeah, do a Digimon video essay instead. I mean, if I'm making a video essay, I do kind of want to be making monies off of it. Pokemon's probably more likely to do that. Alright. Yep. That is in 8 days from now. It is currently Wednesday. It is next week Thursday. Literally the day before Hallowland, Pokemon Legends ZA comes out. Yoink. Old Arcane Damp Blood Gem 5. That's what I got. Damn you! Oh, I didn't get my Blood Echoes. I'll try, but if I don't get them, whatever. Who has them? You do. Come on. It's getting me with a freaking Hadouken. Got him. Just don't die now. That's pretty darn close to a level up. The point that I may as well, right? In fact, if I just kill a few more things, maybe I just level up here. Hey. Please. That guy better not shoot me through the... Shit. I have to come back now! I'm just so close to a level up that I figure I may as well, right? Pokemon's become so irrelevant for me lately. Yeah, that's fair. Both Power and Digimon bitch slap the fuck out of Pokemon. Yeah, that's very much what it sounds like. Everyone that's played the new Digimon game is saying that it's like the greatest thing since Christ. It's what everyone makes it out to be like. Let's see here. Everyone keeps telling me to play it. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe I'll get a quick level up. Or if I don't, I don't. It's whatever. My level should hopefully be good enough to... It'll definitely be good enough to see through the rest of the main game. I don't know how tough DLC bosses are. If they're like a super significant jump up or what the deal is. Guess I'll have to find out at HoloLand. Here, I hate this guy. Hey. Dang you. Kill him before he does that again. Sweet. Oh, someone's still Hadoukening me. I don't want you to suck my brains. Oh my god! Those lasers! If you had just Hadoukened me, that would have been fine. That's probably enough to level up. I could probably just get him and get out. Can I check in status how much I need to level up? I wonder. Let's see. But yeah, so I need to do this, and I need to do like one more stream of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I actually beat the main game of that recently, which is nice. It doesn't say. Dang. Let's just go grab my things and go level up. What I may as well do. If I keep on leveling up, then I'll get to 50 vitality and then stop. And, I don't know, do Arcane or something like that. Yeah, that's what I just said, is that everyone lately has been playing the new Digimon game and saying that's like the greatest thing ever. Yoink. Blood Echoes retrieved. Really? If I actually died there, I would have been so pissed. I'm behind a wall, damn it! A pillar! I'm so pissed. The blood echoes are right there. I usually don't care about blood echoes at this point in the game, but if it's enough to level up, I may as well go snag the level up. And the game vehemently does not want me to get it. It really just won't let it happen. Unbelievable. Welp. Away I go. But yeah, I know pretty much nothing about Digimon either. But apparently the most recent Digimon games have been really good. I'm just gonna leave this room. Clearly this room isn't safe. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Go back now. Jeez, man. Then I'll use whatever I have left over for the, for buying more Bold Hunter's Marks because I'm running low. Need some more here. Wow. Hopefully it's just 3 bosses there and not 4. Hopefully I'm real close. I'm just short. But I'm so close, and I don't want to go and lose them at the next boss. When I'm right there to a level up anyway. Maybe it'll be like the last couple where I can first try them anyway. Or maybe it'll suck. Maybe this is the Chalice dungeon where Ebrietas appears again. I just heard that Ebrietas was in one of these Chalice dungeons. In which case, Ebrietas is probably going to try to screw me up. Did I not send the elevator back down? What is wrong with me? Move the controller in a way to do an emote. No idea how I keep on doing it by accident, but can never do it on purpose. I remember seeing something the other day that apparently there's rumors that the next Xeno game might be called Xenochain. It's gonna be a crossover with the Platinum Games title Astral Chain. But yeah, Murgo's Wet Nurse is right up there. Like, I could go do that boss anytime. If I wanted to, technically. Yeah, that guy always tries to slash me. Sometimes he gets me. Well, I can do that one anytime. Hi. Boop. I should probably only need to take out one Pigu, I think. May as well grab the blood vials. Yoink. Let me check what I'm at in inventory. How many I've been spending so far this stream. Hoping you do the big slam down. You did not. I definitely have enough, but you're also going to get in the way of me trying to escape. Sometimes that guy charges me down while I'm here, which is a little annoying, but yeah. Maybe then. Inflicted organ. Welp. Yeah, now I go back. Now I go back, please. Hey, hunter hat. The best hat. Here. Give me another vitality, whatever, man. Sure. Give me a shit ton of it. Oh yeah, and then what I have remaining. Unless this is enough also for, oh, it is. If I go get an arcane haze. Let's see here. I think I only need like one. Let's see here. Arcane haze. Do I not have any more one? Oh, I think I spent it all for haze. I'd go buy some, but like, then I wouldn't be able to afford the thing. Eh, whatever. I have lots of this. I can probably buy more of that. I don't know. I'm probably not going to use more 3 ever again. Don't think I'm returning to this game after I beat it, especially because it'll be New Game Plus and stuff anyway. Here we go. Look at this. Great Tumero Ethel Chalice. This is the last chalice. Boop. There it is. If I clear this one, I'm done before Hallowland. Well, I still need to finish off this one, but you know. Whoops. No. I just cycle around that way. Oh, it totally is a 4-boss one then, isn't it? Damn. Ugh. The boss at the bottom of this is probably one I've killed before. It's probably Ebrietas or something. So, I mean, we're really stretching the definition of my all bosses run. Oh, well. And like little Smurf guys. So there's the boss room. But yeah, let's see here. Like when you have a chain attack, it's with multiple people. And maybe with the next Xeno game tying Saga and Blade together. Ow. Be like a chain of both worlds. Which is my theory why it could be called that, but it's just rumors. It's coming from the same people that leaked about Nia and Melia returning in Xenoblade 3 like a year or two before the game was revealed. Well, mayhap then. Oh, good, boulders. I just healed that, thank you very much. Serious skill issue. As fun as that would have been to read out as nya. Nya. Alright, well. I have not used that once yet. Apparently there's a new Smurfs movie coming out. I saw a couple trailers for it. I know that a lot of movies will just like get some really big name and then make that so much of the marketing. And it seems like that's what they're doing with my headphones made a weird sound. I was worried my computer froze again for a moment there. Seems like that's what they're doing with the new Smurfs movie. You see it plastered on like every trailer and every poster. Rihanna is oh God, what's her name? One female Smurf. And that's a name that I've heard before, but I genuinely have no idea. Whoops, I instinctively thought that was my blood echoes. I've heard that name before, but I don't know who that is, nor do I really care. One of those names I would have heard just by nature of like being on the internet, but I have no idea. But I know they're making it a massive part of the marketing of that game, that movie. You know, I've got games on the mind, man. Yeah, game people from Ninjago mixed up with Xenoblade characters. Is my friend at least out here? Look, there he is. Another one, they just released one earlier this year. Smurfs movie? That's probably the one I'm thinking of then. I I probably just didn't realize that it came out in that case. Hey, shut up. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is probably that door that didn't open from that side. But yeah, that's probably the one. I don't pay attention to these things. Maybe it's already out. All I know is I was seeing a whole bunch of trailers for it when I saw the new Naked Gun movie. So I presumed it was coming out sometime shortly after that. So it probably would have just come out recently. I don't know. Unless it's a different one that was being advertised. But I have no clue. Before you summon freaking an American mob for Black Friday, let's go ahead and get you out of here. Come on, please. Here we go. Came over the summer. Okay, because yeah, I saw Naked Gun in August while Finn was here. I went and saw it with him. I mean, maybe it was also just advertising movies that had come out recently. I don't know, but I would have seen that ad and stuff in August. I'll actually go down the ladder like a normal person for once. It could also be just because it was a small theater. Small town, only one screen. Deja vu. No lasers this time, please. I didn't actually find my way to that side route, did I? I totally did, didn't I? Oh, shit, I did. How the hell did I get here? Oh, whatever. Bring me back to that Lancer. I'll find another way. But August is recently. In my opinion. What way am I missing? What? Okay, it clearly wasn't that door. That was clearly a different door. That's the way with most dungeons in this game. I like it just because its color is different from the bazillion other dungeons I've been in recently. So it's nice to see something different at least. Probably this way. This would have been late August. So, like more like a month and a week ago. Or something. Month, 2 weeks, something like that. I'd say that's pretty recent in terms of going to the movies. I don't go to the movies a lot. Watch a lot of movies at home. But I don't go to the movies a whole lot. Dark blue. I was saying it looked like some sort of mid to late game mystery dungeon. Is what I was saying. Hey. I'm gonna wait for it. He shoved me into... I'm alive! I was gonna wait out the boulder. This is what I was gonna do. Okay, it's just fine. It's probably not about to go, right? Okay. Where the heck? If they made more movies I was interested in, I'd be going to more. Yoink, Kin Cold Blood. Great One's Wisdom. You selling something? Oh yeah, I forgot to go get that one other thing. Sinister uses the root chalice. That one chalice in, like, Lauren, or whatever the heck. Oh well. Movie I saw in theaters this summer was Superman and Fantastic Four. How was Fantastic Four there? I haven't gone out and watched a new Marvel movie in a long time. Last one I probably saw was probably Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and then I saw that and I was like, wow. That was some serious ass, wasn't it? And that's probably the last time I saw a Marvel movie in theaters. Will that let me afford the thing and then I can get it while I'm here? May as well. Both are pretty good movies. Not bad at all. Okay. Well, whoa. Let's see here. Been watching Peacemaker recently. Super funny. Yeah, I've seen all of Peacemaker. Oop. Alright, there we go. May as well just use this one.